Ja, so. So, hallo meine lieben Freunde, hier ist wieder Black Wolf FF16 und heute sind wir wieder auf der Welt von Final Fantasy 16. So, also, zu kurzer Rückblick, in der letzten Folge hatten wir einen ganz langen Kampf gegen Bahamut gehabt und oh Gott, Entschuldigung. Also, sehr langen Kampf gegen Bahamut gehabt, also gegen den Prinz Dion, der, ja, der irgendwie durchgedreht ist und seine eigenen Leute halt angegriffen hat, irgendwie. Dabei wollte er eigentlich nur einen Staatsstreich gegen seine Stiefmutter machen. Die Mutter von Joshua und Clive hier, ne? Ja. Die Verräterin von Rosaria. Aber dazu noch gleich. Jedenfalls, ja, er ist durchgedreht und hat sich verwandelt und hat seine eigene Stadt halt, oder doch, seine eigene Stadt angegriffen halt eben. Und genau, und Joshua war zufälligerweise auch da gewesen und hatte da kurz davor sogar so ein Gespräch gehabt mit ihm. Und ja, und dann mussten Clive und Joshua halt eben zusammen halt gegen Bahamut antreten. Was ich natürlich ziemlich cool fand, weil ich konnte halt abwechselnd halt eben halt kämpfen. Also einmal mit Ifrit und einmal mit Phoenix. War schon cool. Und dann hatten sie sich mit gemeinsamen vereinten Kräften, also fusioniert halt sozusagen, und Bahamut besiegt. Naja, traurigerweise wurde auch klar, also Clive hatte schon irgendwie, wie nennt man das, so einen Rückblick halt sozusagen erfahren, als er den Prinz Dion berührt hatte, dass er versehentlich seinen Vater umgebracht hatte. Obwohl er eigentlich seinen Stiefbruder gezielt hat, seinen Angriff. Wobei sein Stiefbruder irgendwie nicht wirklich so ein Mensch ist irgendwie. Also das hat man gemerkt, dass das dieser Prinz Oliver irgendwie so ein Ultima ist. Komischerweise. Die Frage ist aber, wie ist das möglich? Ist Ultima etwa durch, ja, ich weiß nicht, ob der irgendwie Besitz ergriffen hatte, den Oliver, oder nicht, das weiß man irgendwie nicht. Also, jedenfalls, ist die Mutter halt auch, also von Clive auch irgendwie durchgedreht nach dem Kampf und hat sich selbst das Leben genommen, halt eben. Weil sie Joshua auf einmal nicht erkannt hatte, keine Ahnung. Dabei ist Joshua eigentlich ihr Ein und Alles gewesen. Dachte, dass er wäre verstorben. Aber als Joshua tatsächlich vor ihr stand, hat sie ihn irgendwie nicht erkannt oder so ein Scheiß. Also ich weiß nicht. Der hatte irgendwie halluziniert, glaube ich. Ich weiß nicht. Vielleicht hat sie was anderes gesehen. Sie meinte irgendwie, er wäre ein Monster oder so. Jedenfalls ist, ja, ist sie jetzt tot. Die Annabella, die Verräterin. Ich persönlich bin nicht traurig darüber. Aber tut mir schon irgendwie leid für Joshua und Clive, dass sie das ansehen mussten. Gut. Alles klar. Und Joshua liegt jetzt halt natürlich jetzt im Krankenbett. Ist seit Tagen nicht mehr aufgewacht. Ja, sein Zustand weiß man nicht. Also wird immer schlimmer. Und ja, ihm hat auch sozusagen dieser komische Fluch halt neben diesen Steinfluch oder Versteinerungsfluch erwischt anscheinend. Gut, jetzt reden wir mal mit Otto.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt.
I suppose not.
Guys, then.
Vivian und Harpokrates. Ach, Kartenzimmer. Oh. Ah, ich hab die mit jemand anderen verwechselt. Aber erstmal mit Harpokrates.
Is a storm coming soon?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Sehe ich auch so. Ich glaube, Excalibur ist mir lieber. Ist nur um 2 Punkte halt weniger halt eben, ne? Also schwächer.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
Ach, ihre Heimatland, Stadt war das.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Jetzt geht's nur noch um einen einzigen
Beneath
Reich.
these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
So, hier ist der Jill.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it
Oh je,
rains.
sehr viele Ärger.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Ah, noch mehr Fertigkeitspunkte kann ich da erhalten. Wenn ich da irgendeinen nächsten fertig habe. Bernstein, Talisman des Erwachens. Frage mich, was man damit machen kann.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive!
quick look.
Dann fangen wir schon mal an, aufzuräumen.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts from the front.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I can't do it.
Die scheint hier zu sein, oder?
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
In solcher Situation mit dem Bein bereden?
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
That thing... it...
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then...
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more...
It's all right.
It's all right.
My family!
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so... And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
man kann von hier aus nach Moor.
I assume you have a plan? We need to find out.
It was all they could do to escape.
Come on.
Yeah!
This won't be easy.
Yo.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me. All yours, Torgal.
Should I prime?
Save your strength. This one.
Die Schellen von Ultima also. Oh Mann. Das wird nervig.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Schlechte Nachrichten, würde ich mal sagen dann.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the one standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Zeit für meine Belohnung abzuholen.
So many were injured.
Ach, da bin ich, okay. Matas Rast, da muss ich. Oh, ein paar Verletzte.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
Sehr viele Verletzte.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Auf in die Schlacht.
They were too fast.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Barrikadiert, hä?
Clive,
Cavalry
wounded.
ist hier. Ach du Scheiße.
We deal with the Akashic first.
To me, please!
Yo, alle auf einmal erledigt. Krank.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Los, weiter geht's. Die andere Seite dran. Wobei, es gibt hier 3 verschiedene Seiten, ne?
Mad dogs. The lot.
Das ist der Wade.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Ach du Scheiße.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Einmal sind das die Schergen und dann einmal die akastischen.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Ja, die ist selber hier gekommen jetzt.
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job?
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Eastpool. Ach, das Heimatstop von seinem Mentor. Fällt mir gerade wieder ein. Der, wo seine Frau auch ermordet wurde, leider. Zu Unrecht natürlich.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up as quick.
Obwohl, das ist jetzt hier um die Ecke direkt. Ambrosia.
Good girl.
Okay, alles klar, das ist doch noch hier um die Ecke direkt. Ach du Scheiße. Wir brauchen einen Goblin Slayer hier.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Get him!
You're finished.
Ein akasischer Schokobo? Nein, ich will keinen Schokobo bekämpfen.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my
Sir
lord.
Wade ist da.
Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Und Runde 2 ist hiermit beendet.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Heißt doch das Hüter der Flamme? Ach so, ja, so ein Accessoire im Zimmer. Interessant.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Oscar? Okay, wer ist das? Hm.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Nee, sag bloß nicht, dass es der Sohn ist.
I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I
Ach
am
so,
Sir
er ist der
Rodney's
Neffe.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that,
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Okay,
I will
Oscar.
not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Cool. Also einen neuen Verbündeten. So, auf zum nächsten Problembereich. Ach, hey, oh mein Gott. Das sieht ja richtig schrecklich aus. Da. Hallo. So.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Oh, stimmt ja.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's
Wer
just
ist das?
say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Okay, ja, dann versuchen wir es mal mit Reden.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Bin mal gespannt.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Ach je.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Okay, nochmal mit Lubor nochmal sprechen.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Hört sich gut an.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Einmal hier reden, einmal da hinten reden.
Trick, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Oh Mann. Richtige Schlitzohre sind das, ey. Mal gucken, was der andere jetzt sagt, der Lubo.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike. She saw right through it. I should say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Ja, stimmt. Der eine wurde ja... Ist ja reingefallen darauf, eigentlich.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts.
Uh-oh.
It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours. This one. They mean to overwhelm us. Farewell. Give me thunder.
Ich bin eingepennt. Das ist der Sultan. Okay. Die Banditen wurden alle bezwungen. Jedenfalls auf dieser Seite erstmal.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Scheint gut gelaufen zu sein.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment. Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Jetzt zurück ins Versteck, würde ich mal sagen. Ein neuer Brief ist eingetroffen. Dann lesen wir das erstmal.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
So, jetzt lesen wir ganz genau die ganzen Missionen hier nochmal. Also Monsters, nenne ich mal so. Um die Felder von Korava. Dalmekia ist das also, aber wo nochmal? Felder von Korava, ne? Gut, da gehen wir mal hin. Hier irgendwo ist das, ne? Ich glaube, ich fange mal hier an, dann am besten, obwohl. Ja, egal. Fangen wir mal da an.
Run like the wind.
Hey, irgendwie gefällt mir diese Melodie.
Surrounded.
Irgendwo da hinten muss es sein, glaube ich. Ein Curl ist das.
Enough of you, are there?
Da müsste dieser Dorf sein oder oben, glaube ich. Ja, ich glaube, ich habe ihn gefunden. There he is. Der Zehnschläger.
God's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing.
Oh, wow.
So empty your pockets. Weaken with attack up front. Let's try.
Dann gehen wir jetzt aufs Ganze. Hä? Ziemlich anstrengend. Messierstein und Rotlegierung habe ich erhalten.
A
Gefällt mir.
deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Dann wieder zurück einmal. Gut, gucken wir mal nach den nächsten.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Ein A-Rang und noch wieder ein S-Rang, ne? Gut. Gebrüder Marget. Wo war das nochmal? Küste Port Isolde. Port Isolde, wo war das denn nochmal? Ist das etwa hier... Ja, das... Genau das ist es. In kaiserlichen Provinz... nee, warte. Rosaria, ne? Hier müssten die eigentlich sein.
Time to fight.
Man könnte schon ziemlich schnell Punkte grinden, denke ich mal. Ich glaube, die sind da drin. Denke ich mal. Oh je. Rotschaum. Vielleicht doch noch in die andere Richtung gewesen.
Run like the wind. I can walk from here.
Ich glaube, hier sind die. Nee, scheint nicht zu sein.
We thought we'd be fine in our village, but then the skies changed.
Okay.
Let's go.
An dieser Küste halt sind die halt aufgetaucht. Dann muss ich hier in diese Richtung dann laufen. Oh nein, die Roboter wurden auch überfallen. Oder angefallen. Ich glaube, ich habe die gefunden.
You deserve a rest.
Ihr wollt Rache haben? Kommt her! Ich wurde niedergestampft. Au. Tja. Aus eurer Rache wurde wohl nix.
No more vengeance. No more war.
So, und nochmal zurück.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Nächste. Erzählen von einem fürchterlichen Drachen, der beinahe das halbe Reich mit einem Feueratem entzündet hat. Gregor. Wie manche Quellen behaupten, es lässt sich zwar nicht mehr sagen, welche Teile dieser Geschichte wahr sind und welche Berichten von Geburt eines riesigen Drachen, dass sich die Waldwege im Reich scheut. Gibt es keinen Zweifel. Kein Zweifel. Waldwege im Reich. In Sandbreck ist das, ne? Gucken wir mal. Ja, das ist Dalmek hier noch. Da ist Sandbreck. Wo könnte es sein? Ich glaube, hier war ich noch nicht gewesen, ne? Morgenblume. Dann mache ich mich mal da auf den Weg.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Das hier ist doch ein Waldweg, also schätze ich mal, dass das hier der richtige Weg ist.
Be safe.
Interessant, so eine Kiste war das. Jo, ich hatte recht. Es ist hier. Oh mein Gott, ey. Leute, sieht das nicht so aus wie so ein Drache vom Frank's Dogma? Nur etwas kleiner natürlich. Aber das ist für Rock.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Der ist Level 50. Wow. Tränke habe ich schon alle ausgebraucht. Das ist schlecht. Und dabei habe ich ihn noch nicht mal bis zur Hälfte verletzt. Das ist schlecht. Sehr, 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 sehr schlecht. Yo, klasse. Das hat mich auch noch wieder erwischt. Oh, er hat sich ausgetobt. Fast. Ich habe ihn fast erledigt. Oh mein Gott, das ist echt knapp. Alles, was ich habe, benutzen. Es ist vorbei. Puh. Das war aber ein harter Kampf. Um 2 Level direkt erhöht. Das ist gut. Oh, ich habe einen Orikalkum erhalten. Relikt der gefallenen Bernstein. Mir gefällt.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Und wo ist meine Beute hiervon? Ein paar Drachenhörner könnte man doch hier sammeln. Oder wenn nicht? Leider nicht. Schade. Der Drache war auf jeden Fall ziemlich interessant. So, ich glaube, ich habe jetzt alle Monsters erledigt, sage ich mal so. Also zurück ins Versteck.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Ja, da gibt's ja noch mal Belohnungen.
How may I help you today, Clive? All yours.
Okay, nur ein Bernstein.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
So, keine weitere Jagdmission. Ach genau, ich könnte ja zum Schmied gehen einmal.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what it be?
Mit dem Orikalkum kann er nichts damit anfangen, anscheinend, momentan. Gut. Dann spreche ich mal mit Otto. Bestimmt hat er gute oder schlechte Neuigkeiten. So.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Ach so. Joshua ist wieder aufgewacht. Das ist schon mal eine gute Nachricht. Mal gucken, was er zu sagen hat.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to
Ach,
wait.
Dion ist doch nicht tot. Das ist schon mal gut.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
Ja, Clive ist was Besonderes.
You
Er kann mehrere
different.
Elemente.
You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Als ob das nicht schlimm genug wäre.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
Genau. Du sollst dich erstmal
I
ausruhen.
think I told him the exact same thing.
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Das solltest du auch, Clive. Ein paar Nebenmissionen hier. Cool. Hey, cool. Joshua erzählt dich als Gast. Gefällt mir.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be. You remember? So I thought I'd.
It wasn't as...
Yeah, but this is my.
I've never been one. So,
A fried mortress of recipe seemed only.
Yvonne said the...
Ah, kindly old.
Fine. And if he does?
You do that.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps...
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what.
Mit
Mid-scales. I borrowed them to
Werkstatt.
teach the little ones about... My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, which almost certainly means...
Gut, ich
Perhaps
suche
a
es
visit
noch.
from...
I think it just might. I don't like to imagine that they were in the atrium.
Und wenn ich schon mal hier bin, kann ich mal nachfragen,
Lawsman Harpocrates.
wonach ich mich so
I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
Ausschau halten soll.
It's about...
Wonach ich
Valencia, a
Ausschau halten
culinary
soll.
pilgrimage, a classic. One of the young man...
That's actually...
Now,
Dragon livers.
one would have thought. I believe the...
So we know where to look.
Saint's bonnet. I gather, I may add.
Meaning that if...
Best of luck, Cluck. And...
Weibernleber. Hört sich nicht so wirklich appetitlich an, wenn ich ehrlich bin. Oh, Gott. Hat was auf dem Herzen.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Good? You seem more...
I think...
It's all right.
Fuck, so much...
Don't... Of course.
Hier oben ist auch was.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die. You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
Die haben irgendwas kaputt gemacht anscheinend. Ja, oder?
Sid! Out of your studies, I see. It's not a set of scale.
No. Well,
Not anymore.
And just how long has it taken one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't
Just
Miss. Well,
the
War ja
taking
klar.
you-
Jetzt muss ich irgendwelche Teile suchen, glaube ich, oder?
All right. Every piece, if even one of you already know one of the.
Ja gut, komm.
This is called the arm.
You're right.
You've written.
Oh,
Hold thing.
good thinking.
Warte mal, soll ich etwa denen erklären, was ist?
These round parts are called.
I do. But these aren't for frying. But what if I wanted?
What are the chain?
Well spotted.
Jetzt kommt das Zahnrad.
This tiny piece is what.
I have.
She puts them in.
That's right.
I remember the.
Not my.
You know what part? So.
Not a bad idea. So,
I think we've got it.
then here's what we'll.
Well, obviously you need to start with the.
And the arms go on the body. Just and then the arms hold the.
Very good. Ah,
Cool.
Yes.
Well,
oh, I just put the piece.
That's right.
Her hand
Yeah.
what do you think?
with a little more.
You hear that?
Until then, though.
Hey,
You don't think Sid?
Oh, neue Jagdmission. Guck ich mir gleich nochmal an. So, Sharon.
Lady Karen,
Oder Karen.
Not nearly as...
you're
What exact? Not once in 5...
just.
Oh.
Well, I know.
And what? Look, but that...
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No. No. I reckon you've got better things...
Of course.
Seems the highways.
there's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be?
Well,
It was as you thought. They dismantled them.
oh no.
Thankfully, she won. Although I was.
I'm so. I shall see that.
Please, there's no. She'd have them.
I see. Sid, do you?
She told me it was because her studies have been in.
No. To anyone else, it would be an opportunity, but that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope.
Which explains her air. She's working to give them a better life. And so.
Ah, you've given.
Und jetzt wieder mit Götz sprechen.
I spoke with Lady.
What did she...
That the rumors were unfounded. And that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth. Along with some other things. And while it sounds.
Oh, I knew none. But why would people...
No. But people do things for all.
Well, that trader, so that's where I...
Are you sure that.
Oh, boy.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Genau, ein paar Missionen noch über diesen... über Post erhalten, würde ich mal sagen. Eine inständige Bitte? Von wem denn? Sebastian Roseford.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Gut. All set. And there we go. Naja, genau, wir müssen erstmal das Ecke von Korsett erstmal öffnen, sagen wir mal. Oh. Licht und Schatten.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Where would I be without you?
Okay, hier ist auch so eine Nebenmission. Hoppla. Sorry. Warte mal, wo bin ich denn jetzt hier? Ach, da oben.
The bandits may be known, but look what they've left us.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Da ist er.
Could be I know something more.
Clive! I found someone who says he's heard the rip.
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged. And who will... Why, the good...
And you've seen the...
Aye, you'll find...
Here in Dellum. Where exactly?
She has a stall that it'd be a feeling. Now, if that...
Sorry to...
You don't think Nan's the...
Well, unless she's just...
Eh?
Lady Karen has...
Good question.
And I'll visit this store.
All right.
You too, Goods.
The finest cell swords in Storm, good enough.
Da draußen.
Handle to our new town.
a mess.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Zeit für einen kleinen Wirbelsturm. Und dann Blitzgewitter. Kann eine Menge anstecken.
You're finished.
Piece of cake.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lump in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it?
So.
I have no quarrel with you, only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Oi.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Oh, Karen ist ja selber da. Persönlich.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, sir. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Ouch.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Sie ist schon gefährlich. Uiuiui, für eine alte Dame jedenfalls. Wieder ein Versteck mit Karen reden, ne? Ich gehe mal zu Marthas Rast dann. da oben versteckt er sich. Gut.
My lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward.
Of course.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put...
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs.
Okay.
And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left the subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks once the gears of governance have the realm threatened. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid.
That sounds like...
It is. Hence my
Alas.
I have lost contact with two of them. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword. Yet in these dark times, even that...
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you, my lord.
Okay. Also nach verschwundenen Soldaten suchen, würde ich mal sagen.
Info.
Okay, hier sind die nicht. Tatsächlich muss ich die Weltkarte öffnen und da nochmal gucken, irgendwo. Hier. Wie war das nochmal? Aha, hier sind zwei. Zweimal kulinarische Ambitionen sind das hier. Wieder hier.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy? The gentleman of the town guard.
Ups. Gerade nicht mal hingeguckt. So, weiter geht's. Ambrosia.
Faster! Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Diese
Or you
Banditen
can
können
go
wieder
back
was
to your
erleben.
garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat. It's over.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times.
You're one of Rutherford's men.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I arrived at his men...
The captain is...
fortunate.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness among...
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to those who weren't recalled, now...
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria.
I'll find a caravan heading...
Not at all. Now, if he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll stop.
Ja, jetzt kann man hier einmal...
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened here?
If you're with the other, they've already relieved me.
I'm not. I'm looking...
Then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager... I was on my way back from the old capital.
Bandits.
They look... It did...
Which you heard back...
Gut, immer ein paar Banditen auseinandernehmen und dann die Sachen zurückerobern.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Aua!
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all.
I thought I told you to make...
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir to the Duke.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that
the garrison have their hands. There are few the markets. When I said the ones...
Rockford, if you are to continue you first need to seek the...
I shall return to Northreach, Robert.
Don't thank me.
I suppose I shall...
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already... I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
So, die kulinarische Rezepte, oder nee, warte mal, wie nennt man das? Zutaten zusammenbringen.
To the meadows then.
Let's go. Ogety said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Leber erhalten und Drachenkralle.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Ich glaube, da hinten liegen die. Das müsste es sein.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Ich glaube... Ich musste einmal zu Marthas Rast, ne? Ja. Einen Bericht erstatten.
I see you're still here.
The rest's location. Speaking of which,
I only happen to be in the right. They both seem to
I am afraid that Grim Storm is in crisis. And if we are to... And we must work.
As it is mine.
Hauch des Lichtflair-Atem.
Will we ever see the sun again?
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
I did.
And what precisely?
Blueback wyvern liver.
Ah, now then. Let's hope these grand...
Mal sehen.
And
Okay.
here we have it. Fried mortress of Skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there
Sieht
any
schon
higher
lecker
honor
aus.
than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Okay, alles klar.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary.
Wieso ist er fast daran gestorben oder so?
You command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith.
I'll give it some thought.
Also, als er es gekostet hat, hat sich das aber angehört, ey, als ob er daran sterben würde. Oder ersticken würde, irgendwie so ein Scheiß. Also, ja. Ziemlich komisch, die Reaktion. Und danach die Beschreibung, also... Naja.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things... I just thought I had to protect you.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. Oh.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I'd...
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Darüber hat ja niemand geredet eigentlich, aber egal. Oh Mann. Das ist wahrscheinlich ein Andenken. Ja, ist es. Wird im Zimmer aufbewahrt. So, keine weitere Nebenmission. Nee, warte. Ich wollte das hier öffnen. Keine weiteren Briefe.
How are you doing? Quick look.
So. Weiter mit der Hauptmission. Wobei, hier ist noch eine weitere Nebenmission, aber die ist auf dem Weg, würde ich mal sagen.
Fly, Ambrosia.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Chocobo Kick! Chocobo Kick! Ich liebe das.
Tell us about Rote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly. The blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Bessere Manieren.
Be safe.
Scheint einer ziemlich verletzt zu sein. Ach du Scheiße. Das sieht ja übel aus.
You're injured.
Oder sind das aber Tomatensoße?
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp. My own men. There's a village not far from here. It's only a matter of time.
Gut, ich werde mich darum kümmern.
You catch him.
Thank you.
Ja, sieht man schon von hier.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Rest in peace.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Waken winds!
someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Ach, hier.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here. You've earned it. You seem familiar.
You must have me confused with...
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there. In Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Nein.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday. You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid.
Ach, hier liegt was.
Nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Back to the stables, girl. Where now,
Das
Joshua?
ist also Tabor.
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Ich glaube, ich sollte mal ein bisschen einkaufen hier am besten.
Welcome, welcome. Anything else? Of course. A fine choice. Of course. Anything else? A fine choice. Of course. Take care.
So.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
So.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
Einherjar?
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king
He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Okay.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you. So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Dieses Bild haben wir doch überall gesehen.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish. Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Eine Menge Nebenmissionen sind hier aufgetaucht. Okay. Also gut, ich überlege jetzt gerade. Ach, kann ich auch gleich später überlegen. So Leute, ich glaube, ja. Wie nennen wir das nochmal? Jetzt ist es wieder soweit. Das war's für heute. So, vielen Dank nochmal fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns demnächst. Also, oder wir hören uns demnächst. Irgendwie sowas. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Dann, adios.